Good morning. Happy Sabbath. We're going to start with our band this morning, and the first song we're going to play is called A Song of Loudest Praise. And you may have already figured out that that's a line from a hymn, Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing. So some of the words: Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing, tune my heart to sing Thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. This song was arranged as a tribute to a retiring band director, actually. And so it sort of presents the melody and the themes of Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing as a timeline of this band director's life. It starts off sounding sort of like a music box, kind of mimicking his earliest memories of music, which was sitting on the piano bench next to his grandmother while she played the piano, and he actually apparently had a little toy piano that he would sometimes play along with her. And then it just develops and grows and uses themes from the hymn and gets bigger and bigger into the heart of the middle of his life when he was, ministering to all the students that came through his classroom. And then at the ending, it kind of tails off. It comes back full circle and brings back the main melody of the song back in that music box form. A song of loudest praise. All right, we're going to do one more with the band for you. This song is entitled Genesis, and the composer is trying to not necessarily tell the story, but create some imagery of what it must have been like when our earth was created. It's the kind of thing that I think about occasionally and think, what would it have been like to be there in that moment and to see things that hadn't existed before, come to be. So the composer, James Cornell, uses some themes from classical music, which some of you might know from Carnival of the Animals. And he uses some of those themes like the cuckoo and the swan and some things like that in here. So you might pick up some of those things as well. But really he's telling the story of the amazing power and glory that was displayed in the creation of our earth.
Good morning, everyone. It's now time for the children's story. So if any children could come up and sit right here. I don't know where you guys usually sit, but if there are any children. Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to be reading to you a story called Jeffrey's Bandsman, and I have a little bit of help from some of my friends. It happened on the way back from the band. That is, the quarrel happened then. As a special treat, Jeffrey and his sister Anne had been taken to hear the band one evening. They loved going to the band and would promise their daddy that they would be good as angels for weeks if only he would take them there. Of course, as soon as all the music was over, they usually forgot about all of their promises. Well, the band was over one night, and Daddy, Jeffrey, and Anne had started to walk home. Unfortunately, both children wanted to hold Daddy's right hand. A very silly thing, of course, for surely Daddy's left hand was just as comfortable to hold as his right hand. But then, most quarrels are over very silly things anyway. "I was there first," said Jeffrey. "No, you weren't. I was," said Anne. "I was. You get away," said Jeffrey. "I was. You get away," retorted Anne. "What does it matter?" asked Daddy. "I had your right hand first," said Jeffrey. "No, I did," said Anne. "Anyway, it's my turn." "No, it isn't." "It is." "It isn't." "Stop it, children," cried Daddy in desperation. "What will the people think of you both making all this fuss at this time of night?" "It's my place," said Jeffrey, taking no notice and trying still harder to push Anne away. "It isn't yours, it's mine," cried Anne, holding onto Daddy's hand still more tightly. "Will you stop it, Jeffrey?" said Daddy firmly. "Come around and take my other hand at once." "Don't want to," said Jeffrey sulkily, suddenly dropping behind. "I'll walk by myself then." "All right," said Daddy, "and we shall not forget this the next band night." So the procession moved toward home, with Jeffrey dropping farther and farther behind and shuffling his feet along in a manner that must have made the angels weep. It was long past bedtime when they were all indoors, and Mama hurried the children up to bed without making too many inquiries as to what had happened. Jeffrey was soon between the sheets, and it was not long before he dropped off into a troubled slumber. Hello, what was this? He was at the band again. Surely it could not be, but he was, and to his utter amazement, he was the conductor. Behind him were hundreds of people, many of whom he recognized. Lots of boys and girls from his school were there too. He felt very proud of himself. Fancy being the conductor of the band in front of all of his school friends. My, wouldn't they all like to be in his shoes? He made up his mind that he would make their very ears tingle with the wonderful music he would bring from the band that night. Then he looked round at his bandsmen. Yep, they were all there. Were they ready to play? Yes. He tapped his baton smartly on the music holder, and he swelled up with pride. But nobody moved. He tapped again. No one seemed to take the slightest notice. Start, he shouted. Can't you hear me? Start. At this, the drummer banged his drum, and the man with the trombone blew one great long note. The people behind laughed. He could hear his school friends giggling. Play, he cried again. Start, all of you start. He tapped fiercely on the music holder. The man with the piccolo blew a piercing blast. Then the cornets and trumpets began, but they all seemed to be playing different tunes. Jeffrey was in despair. He waved his arms in an endeavor to beat time, but there was no time. Rather, there were all sorts of times. The clarinets had begun now all on different notes. Jeffrey shouted to them to look at their music, but they took no notice. Now, all of the rest of the players began, and the confusion became terrible. It seemed as each of one of them was playing a tune of his own. No one took any notice of anybody except themselves. Jeffrey could hear Three Blind Mice and Hot Cross Buns and Oh Canada all mixed up together. Every man and woman was playing just what she or he liked and how they liked it anytime they liked. As for Jeffrey, the players took no notice of him whatsoever. He might as well not have been there, and yet he felt he was responsible. The people behind him were expecting great things, and all of this was what he could do. It was terrible, and as the chaos increased, Jeffrey became frantic. Stop, he shrieked at all of them. Stop, stop it, I say. Can't you hear me? Do what you're told, will you? Stop, stop, stop. There, said Mama, putting her hand on his forehead. It's all right, dear, don't worry anymore. Jeffrey sat bolt upright in bed. So, I'm not at the band after all, he said. At the band, laughed Daddy. You're in bed. Oh, said Jeffrey, you should have heard them. They just wouldn't do what I told them, Daddy. They were so obstinate. They just played their own tunes as loud as they could and wouldn't take a bit of notice when I shouted at them. Who? Asked Daddy. The bandsman, of course. Didn't you hear the noise? Well, no, I can't say I did, said Daddy. I heard a noise, and I also heard someone acting like that on the way back from the band last night. Oh, yeah, said Jeffrey, waking up fully at last. I wonder if that's why I dreamed that dreadful dream. I should think it was, said Jeffrey, I should think it was, said Daddy. Well, of all things, said Jeffrey, as he dropped back on his pillow and went to sleep. Jeffrey's dream was not forgotten in the morning, and Daddy found it very useful later on when the old trouble began to come back again. For whenever Jeffrey showed any signs of grumpiness or disobedience after that, all Daddy had to say was, "How about your bandsman, Jeffrey?" It always had a wonderful effect. Thank you so much. You can go back to your seats.
Hello. We are so happy to be with you this Sabbath. If you If I say the name of a U.S. state, California, I wonder what the first thing pops into your mind. Probably the stereotype is Disneyland or the beach or surfing, warm weather, that sort of thing, and continual sunshine, right? It never rains. The part of California that we're on is on the central coast, and the ocean is actually quite cold because of that current, the California current that comes down the west side of North America. And the ocean is very cold, and what that does in the summer at Monterey Bay Academy is it gives us a regime of fog that settles in. Sometimes it will burn off in the afternoon, other times it sticks around all day. And so this next song we're going to sing is a kind of what I wish for in the middle of summer. Oddly enough, summer is kind of our cold season at MBA. And I sometimes just wish for a day that there was not a cloud in the sky. The song we're going to sing is called Unclouded Day. And as I don't even need to explain, it's a reference to being ultimately in that land where there are no clouds in the sky, if that's desirable to you, right? In the old days, clouds, that meant storms, bad weather. That wasn't a good thing. Now, some of us love that kind of weather. But even those of us that do, when it settles in too long, we haven't seen the sun for weeks and weeks, we rejoice in a day that's unclouded.
Tell me of a home far beyond the skies. They tell me of a home far away. And they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Oh, the land of cloudless days. Oh, the land of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. They tell me of a home. Oh, they tell me of a home where my friends have gone. They tell me of a land far away, where the tree of life in eternal bloom sheds its fragrance in the unclouded day. Oh, the land of cloudless days. Oh, the land of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. They tell me of a king in his beauty. Oh, they tell me of a king. Oh, they tell me of in the sea, the sand is made of gold. Oh, the land of cloudless, land of cloudless days, of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Oh, the land of cloudless, land of cloudless days, of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day.
When the devil comes knocking at our door, we have been admonished to keep that door shut. But some of us, we kind of peek out the window. Is he really out there? Looking, see if he's there. Then we open the door ever so slightly. Is that really the devil, or maybe this is somebody else? We look out, peek out the door. Then maybe we open the door a little bit more. Next thing we know, we've invited that intruder into our life. And the devil, I think, is what causes selfishness. Or maybe it's just us. We have that devilish spirit within us if we don't submit totally to God and keep that door shut.
Shut it up, keep out the devil. Shut it up, keep the devil in the night. Shut it up, keep out the devil. Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright.
Oh, when I was a baby child, shut it up, keep out the devil. Good and bad was just a game. Shut it up, keep the devil in the night. Many years and many trials. Shut it up, keep out the devil. They proved to me they're not the same. Shut it up, keep the devil in the night. Shut it up, keep out the devil. Shut it up, keep the devil in the night. Shut it up, keep out the devil. Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright.
Oh, Satan is an evil charmer.
Shut it up, keep out the devil.
He's hungry for a soul to hurt.
Shut it up, keep the devil in the night.
And without your holy armor,
Shut it up, keep out the devil.
he will eat you for dessert.
Shut it up, keep the devil in the night. Shut it up, keep out the devil. Shut it up, keep the devil in the night. Shut it up, keep out the devil. Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright.
Hey, hey, hey.
Shut it up.
Hey, hey, hey.
Shut it up.
Hey, hey, hey.
You better shut it.
Say a prayer, he won't be back no more.
My mama used to sing this song. Shut it up, keep out the devil. Papa used to sing it too. Shut it up, keep the devil in the night. Jesus called and took them home. Shut it up, keep out the devil. And so I sing this song for you. Shut it up, keep the devil in the night. Shut it up, keep out the devil. Shut it up, keep the devil in the night. Shut it up, keep out the devil. Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright.
You better shut the door.
Keep out the devil.
You gotta shut the door. Whoa, shut the door. Children, light the candle, everything's alright.
Light the candle, everything's alright.
Whoa.
Light the candle, everything's
Whoa.
alright. Light the candle, everything's alright.
There is a rich tradition of music in North America that emerged sort of from several different groups of people. One was the African American slaves that had settled, were not settling there on their own, but had come to especially the southern part of the United States, paired with sort of the gospel tradition, the church hymn Western tradition of Europe, and several different groups of music musical influenced people that gathered together. And we are singing a song in that style. And as some of us know, there were references in songs when we talked about crossing the Jordan River. We were actually talking about crossing the Ohio River in the U.S. because that was the demarcation between the South and oppression and the North and freedom. This song is called Until I Reach My Home. My heavenly home is what we're going to think today as the Oceanaires sing this song.
kingdom, ain't that good news? I got a crown up in that kingdom, ain't that good news? I'm gonna lay down this world, gonna shoulder up my cross, gonna take it home, I'm gonna take it home, gonna take it home to my Jesus, ain't that good news? I got a crown up in that kingdom, ain't it that good news? I got a crown up in that kingdom, ain't it that good news? I'm gonna lay down this road, gonna shoulder up my cross, gonna take it home, gonna take it home, gonna take it home to my Jesus, ain't it that good news?
Until I reach
before Sherry and I and our two boys, before we saw the light and moved to Monterey Bay Academy, we lived in Glendale, California, near Los Angeles. And that was a beautiful time and a lovely place. But at night, when you went outside and looked up, even on the darkest of nights, you could only see a couple of stars. And when you get into a place that is not polluted by all that light at night, it is an amazing experience, especially if you've been deprived of it for a period of time. It's an amazing experience to go out and just look up at that sky. The song we're going to sing to you at this point is called "The Majesty and Glory of Your Name." When I consider the heavens, what is man, what are human beings, that you are mindful of them in this vast universe? This earth is just the smallest of specks. What is man that you are mindful of him?